Hey guys, I am back. Well, Dacocoyo is back, excuse me. And he is playing a Fox main from whatever LCCC is. Um yeah. So I don't think he has a whole lot of familiarity with this specific player, but he definitely has a lot of familiarity with Fox. So Dacocoyo definitely feeling pretty comfortable on this matchup, looking for a quick 3-0. But we'll see how it goes here. So just kind of feeling each other out here so far. Just some chip damage for both sides here. Either player trying to find an advantage. Can't quite get what they're looking for, though. Dacocoyo able to land a nice downbeat. Trying to use that fire breath to get the edge guard. Can't quite make it happen here. And Luesamex trying to equalize it back up here. Can't quite make it happen, though. Dacocoyo now trying to get the edge guard. Doesn't go for the fire breath. Able to get the side B. Looking to follow through with that, but unable to. That won't quite confirm on to Bowser just because it's PS2. Very high field. Or map, excuse me. Stage, whatever you want to call it. And that will confirm. So Dacocoyo goes up 3 too early, but up to 130% here. Has to use that rage to his advantage if he wants an advantage. Well, if he wants a advantage going into that second stock for either side. That will confirm. So no, quickly equalized back up here from Luesamex. Luesamex. Okay. That's what we'll call it. Luesamex. Or him. Her. Whatever. Luesamex. So just exchange damage here. Just chip. Now to try to get some shield penetration with that fire breath. Able to get a little bit, but nothing super crazy. Up to 44%. And now just looking for an advantage. Luesamex able to get the grab and unable to follow through with anything behind it. Eventually able to equalize up the percentages here, up to 88% now. That will confirm. So Dacocoyo goes up early, 2-1, up to 6-7%. And now just looking to follow through and get a higher advantage before this stock drops. Or, just finish it here. Quick's 2 stock, up to 40%. Trying to use that fire breath and get the edge guard. Couldn't quite make it happen here. And Luesamex able to recover and get back on the stage. And now just trying to get the edge guard of themselves. But Dacocoyo able to respond quickly and get back onto the top platform. So yeah, just trying to get some more shield penetration, but up to 110% now. Has to be a little careful here. Can't quite get confirmed here. Needs a little more damage, in my opinion. But does. So up to 60%. A little bit of an advantage here for Dacocoyo, but definitely not what they were looking for. Trying to use that fire breath. Trying to get the edge guard. Couldn't quite make it happen here. Luesamex able to shoot out of that. Able to get the grab. Up to 95% here now. Definitely into kill percentage if Dacocoyo can land it. And looking for just that. Luesamex able to roll out of that one. Gets a little bit of a combo up to 37, 40, 50. But nothing afterwards. And Dacocoyo now just trying to finish him off. And that will do it! So Dacocoyo goes up early. 1-0. Got a little scary there towards the end, but ultimately comes out on top for this first game. And we'll be back in just 1 second for game 2. Okay, so and actually we're gonna be redoing that first map or the first game. A little bit of technical, or not technical. Just internet issues caused that one. So back to PS2. Pretend like that nothing happened, you know. So 0-0 again. Okay, so we're getting ready for this one. Yeah, I believe they just weren't wired, so there was some internet issues on the side of Luesamex. That ultimately caused the redo. But yeah, hopefully there should be no issues for the remainder of this one. And we hopefully should be getting going here in just a second. I think they're just checking out the internet, making sure everything's good. Okay, so yeah, getting it going here. So yeah, Luesamex versus Dacocoyo. The first match, that one didn't happen, not real. So yeah, see how this one gets going here. So Dacocoyo definitely just looking for that early chip damage. Luesamex, the Fox, a little bit of a lighter character. Well, not a little bit, a lighter character. So gotta be those kill percentages a lot earlier compared to the last times, and already up to 75% here. Trying to use that fire breath and getting a little bit, getting the edge guard, able to get a little bit of chip damage, up to 100% now. And now just trying to get that edge guard, trying to get the able to get that field penetration, and follows up with the fire breath up to 135. And I think we'll confirm here for the set of Dacocoyo. Trying to get the grab he's looking for, able to get the parry, and that should just confirm. Yeah. So quick and easy, up to only takes 24% in return off that first stock. And now just trying to keep up the pressure, trying to get that chip damage going. Able to use that fire breath, able to get a little bit, but nothing super crazy. And I'm just trying to keep that center stage control. has had it for most of this early map. But we'll see if Luesamex can take it back. Tries to get the read on the platform and do that down B, but unable to land it. Up to 110% here. Luesamex able to fight back. Looking for a oh my gosh, a confirm, excuse me. Able to get the shield break and should confirm off of that. So an early 2 stocks from Dacocoyo able to go up. That won't quite confirm just with the fact that it's PS2, but up to 143 if he can use this rage and get some percentage onto Luesamex, it's all but confirmed. And he's doing just that, up to 25 here. Going to use that fire breath and trying to get the edge guard. Can't quite make it happen here. Eventually able to land it, but quickly responds on the side of Luesamex. But I mean, if you're down 2 stocks, you can't be taking all this percent. Got to get a quick, clean confirm here. But Dacocoyo doing a very nice job at keeping his distance and landing it when he can. Ultimately, Luesamex able to confirm, but up to 77% now. It definitely has a mountain to climb. Dacocoyo tries to get the read here off of the recovery, but unable to get it. And looking for the edge guard now. Using that fire breath, able to get a little bit of shield penetration and some chip, but up to 105 the grab, and that should do it. So quick 1-0 lead for Dacocoyo. You know, you can replay the game, but the result will be the same. So 1-0 for Dacocoyo. And we'll be back in just 1 second. Oh yeah, let's go play Woohoo Island. Yeah. Man, that reminds me. I gotta boot up my Wii and play that again. Those are good times. But I imagine it's probably just going to be a little bit of a longer intermission compared to the last times, just because of those issues we were having earlier on. So it might just be a minute or two until we get the second game going here. Did I see that right? Sephiroth? Come again? Okay. Can't imagine that was expected. But after that first loss, I wonder if Luesamex is thinking they just need to change something up here. Maybe, just trying to keep a little bit of range with that sword. Not quite sure. But already up to 41% here. Dacocoyo. I don't think the game plan changes a whole lot here. Just use that fire breath, get some really chip damage, and look for those confirm moves. And especially with these platforms, it's got to be an advantage. Should be an advantage in theory for the side of Dacocoyo. But I don't know how familiar he is with Sephiroth, so we'll, I guess, see. And you're seeing that Sephiroth catching him off guard up to 104 already. But equalized back up here for practically even. A 0.3 difference at the moment. And now just either player looking for an advantage, looking for something. Dacocoyo strikes first, able to get him off the platform, trying to use that fire breath to get the edge guard. Able to do it, but Luesamex able to recover fine. Still even. And actually, SDs can't quite get the recovery he was looking for. So an early stock advantage, but quickly equalized back up here. Able to get him up to 133, and, even if he SD there, just one hit will do it. So back to even here. And then able to get the grab here for Dacocoyo. Only able to get 22% off of that Sephiroth. Luesamex able to get out of that one pretty cleanly. And now up to 43. Just some chip damage towards center stage. Now Luesamex trying to get the edge guard. But Dacocoyo not giving him much. Able to land a quick 1-2 towards the right side here and trying to use that fire breath. Can't quite make it happen though on the edge guard. But still up to 73%. Equalized back up here now on those percentages. A nice parry, but unable to do anything off of it. And Dacocoyo now just trying to look for a grab here, looking for something. Trying to get past that sword's range. But Luesamex doing a nice job of keeping him out of it. Not letting a whole lot happen, up to 124% here now. Looking for a confirm. Dacocoyo able to get back on pretty smoothly. But still, one hit will do it for him on the side of Luesamex. But able to get that grab. But unfortunately, can't quite confirm anything off of it. Luesamex able to dodge out of that one. And now, back to the range game. Up to 146. Just trying to get that confirmed. Trying to use that fire breath. But no. Luesamex able to recover pretty cleanly up to 181. Gotta be careful here if you're Luesamex. But no. Able to confirm. So it gets a 2-1 stock advantage here now. The Sephiroth definitely catching Dacocoyo off guard here. Let's see if he can recover and equalize it back up without taking much in return. A quick exchange and using that fire breath to try and get a little bit of an edge guard going. Unable though, and Luesamex has done a nice job at keeping Dacocoyo at that sword's range. And just staying at a distance. But that grab will confirm. Okay. So equalized back up here. A little bit of a disadvantage here for Dacocoyo, but nothing super crazy. Definitely recoverable. Only 61% is the difference. 81% now up to 106 here. Now definitely looking dangerous here. Sephiroth Luesamex trying to keep him at a distance. Not anything will confirm, but looking to near that kill percentage. And Dacocoyo just trying to slowly ease his way back into this matchup, but won't be able to just quite yet. Up to 140% now. And that will confirm. So Luesamex able to equalize it back up here with the Sephiroth. So 1-1. Definitely the change up in characters through Dacocoyo for a loop here. So we'll see how he responds onto the next game. I mean, obviously he's not going to switch off with the Bowser because he's the greatest Bowser man in the Midwest, but but we'll see how he fares against that Sephiroth just in a second. So yeah, getting back into it here. I imagine Dacoco definitely has a game plan now. Seeing that Sephiroth caught a little off guard there, but Smash, definitely the biggest thing of this game is adaptability in these best of fives. So let's see if he can adapt. Able to use that Fire Breath, able to get him up to 62% here with Luesamex. The last game especially did a really nice job at keeping that Bowser at a distance. So far, though, not able to do just that. Gets the percentages practically equal here, but gotta keep that distance. Able to parry off of that for Dacoco, but unable to land anything off of that Fire Breath now. Unable to do anything, but still able to get these nice edge guards. But Luesamex does a nice job at equalizing back up that percentage and actually gets to an advantage now. And that will confirm. So out of nowhere, Luesamex storms back and gets a first stock advantage. Up to 97% here, though. Dacoco got to equalize this one back up. Can't quite get anything going here off of the platform. But looking for the grab. Can't quite make it happen here. Now just trying to get in range past that sword. Shields, but no. Luesamex has done a really nice job of keeping him at that sword's length. Looking for a combo there. Couldn't quite make it happen here. Only taken 7% or so since that other stock. And that will confirm. So equalized back up here on the side of Dacoco. But up to 80% now already. Has to get a little bit of a streak going here if he wants to equalize it up. But Luesamex has done a really nice job at staying out of range of that Fire Breath and out of these edge guards from Dacoco. And now up to 157%. Anything will confirm it if you're a Luesamex and looking for it. Can't quite land it there. That Fire Breath. Able to get a little bit of an edge guard going. Doesn't quite land on the side B he was looking for. But Luesamex having a little bit of a difficult time getting back on to center stage. Able to eventually get back on and confirm that stock. So 2-1 now on the stock. 69% here for Luesamex. Just trying to play this one relatively safe at this sword's distance. And get this advantage. But Dacoco not going down without a fight. Gets him up to 108% here. If he wants a chance here, he has to equalize it up. Up to 141. And that will confirm. So Dacoco able to get back into this one without taking a whole lot in return. But Luesamex overall has had the advantage throughout. But Dacoco equalizes it back up in practically an instant. And actually now takes an advantage off of the Fire Breath. Luesamex panicking. Doesn't know what to do off of Dacoco. Eventually able to equalize back up those percentages. The side B will confirm. So Dacoco comes storming back and takes an advantage 2-1 over LCCC Luesamex. And we will be back in just 1 second for potentially our final game. Okay. So adding into it here. Sticking with the Sephiroth for Luesamex. And now, Luesamex, if you're him, you gotta definitely just try and not take too much chip damage at the beginning of these stocks. And so far, he's done a nice job at not doing that, or doing just that. Off to a little bit of an advantage over Dacocoyo, but nothing crazy. Just a chip damage exchange here. Just either player just trying to find anything that can get anything to get going. Able to use that fire breath to get a little bit of an edge guard, but Luesamex quickly follows through with a nice combo. And with the recovery. But Dacocoyo not giving him a whole lot. Almost SCs, but able to get back on. And now back to this just position game. Dacocoyo able to strike first there and get him off stage, but quickly recovers and gets back on. And you can kind of expect the rest of this one to go exactly how it is right now. Just exchange, 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 and I believe that will confirm. So Dacocoyo strikes first and goes up 3-2, but up to 103. Luesamex just trying to equalize it back up here without taking a whole lot in return. Tries to get the shield penetration there. Able to get it, but unable to capitalize off of it. And yeah, just right now doing a nice job of keeping Dacocoyo out of that range, or at that sword range. And that will confirm. So equalizes it back up here. Back up, only taking 16% in return. That fire breath does a nice job at keeping him off stage for a little while, but quickly responded back. And yeah, back to the exchange game. Just chip damage from both sides. But Dacocoyo with a nice up, be able to get a little bit of damage up to 90% now. Trying to get the read on the Luesamex, couldn't quite make it happen. And did a nice job. That will not confirm, but anything here will now. Trying to use that fire breath, and there we go. So now Dacocoyo up to that advantage once again. 2-1 on the stocks. Looking for a quick clean 3-1, but let's see if Luesamex lets it happen. Doesn't quite get the shield break he was looking for there, and able to recover and get back on up to 103 now. Able to get the grab up to 76%. Let's see if he can get the edge guard with that fire breath. Unable to get it. Looks for the back air with off of the shield. Can't quite make it happen. And now if you're Luesamex, you just got to equalize it up here right now. Got to get this edge guard. And couldn't quite make it happen. Okay, eventually does. There we go. So Luesamex, a stock apiece, but obviously at a disadvantage now. Up to 100% now. Dacocoyo looking for just one or two final hits to secure this one. Up to 110%. Let's see if he can make something happen. And bang! Dacocoyo strikes and wins this one 3-1 over LCCC. Luesamex. So there we go. A beautiful job of getting that one. And we may or may not have another stream at 8 here. I'm not entirely sure. We will see. But otherwise, if we don't, thank you all for tuning in and have a good rest of your evening.